You better stop.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Halloween Spooktacular Part 1 of Let's Roleplay's section of the Halloween Spooktacular. I am your host, Duhad, and joining me today are my spooky friends. Starting with Zombie. Like, what is your spooky name, Zombie? Monster.
Blah. I want to suck your blood. My name is...
to suck your chode.
Cameron.
Perfect.
My name.
Spooky. Yeah, it's like Spooky Zombie Cam is just Cameron.
Spooky, scary zombies.
He really was the monster.
He was the monster all along. Time Night, what is your spooky name?
I'm Spooky Night, or something like that.
Spooky Night. We're joined, but not as a player, just as kind of like someone who's hanging out because he's back, kind of. Meyer was his spooky name.
The Nut Hat.
Fucking just kill all my fun. Nero, your spooky Nero name. What's your name?
He's Laldi's monster. Stein's monster.
Dr. Nero Braun, PhD in Lolly.
Thank you.
That's kind of
That
scary.
is horrifying.
That is horrifying.
It really is.
That's actually pretty creepy when you think about it. I like it. Okay, and then we're also joined by Belil with her spooky name.
My spooky name is Ghoulil.
There you go. And finally, last but certainly not least, is our buddy Winter. Whose name
Winter
is...
itself is scary just because of the cold.
Brace yourselves, winter is coming.
There's... Okay, fuck, whatever. So we're going to be playing a two-shot Halloween special. The first one obviously going up this week, and the next one that'll actually be going up a little bit closer to Halloween. And there's a little bit of historical context for this one because this is actually kind of an interesting game in that respect. This was actually originally this campaign is kind of a rehash of one I ran years and years ago for two friends. Both big horror buffs, one of whom was like a guy from France who had flown in to spend time with his other buddy of mine who was a big role player, and he brought me in to run a game. So I got down with them, and we spent 6 hours one night drinking coffee in this creepy-ass basement, like cellar, like this creepy cellar full of like machinery and jars and shit with like an electric lantern as our only light. And I ran this game for them for like 6 hours straight as we just sat there drinking coffee and playing this thing. It was fucking great. It was the scariest shit ever. Like, everyone was spooked by the end of it. This is not going to be that same experience. This is a bunch of people staring at brightly lit computer monitors and you watching this at home, you know, in the comfort of whatever place you watch things at home in. But hopefully it'll still be at least a little...
Hopefully we'll spook ya.
Hopefully this will still be at least a little bit on the creepy side.
It's gonna hurt.
So...
It's the middle of a day and the window is wide open.
Yeah.
The sun is out.
Yeah,
Weather's warm.
Not really the same experience.
Birds are singing.
And you can feel your sweat crawling up your back.
I am
You
drinking
can
coffee,
feel your
though.
sins crawling on your back.
And it is,
You can
My
feel
foot
the
has
Cheeto
fallen
dust
asleep.
crawling up your
Dark-
fingertips.
it is nice for me, at least. Anyway, so...
My foot is full of falling asleep.
Hopefully next Halloween time we'll actually have something a little bit more personal and spooky because of things that are going to happen by that point, hopefully. But for now, we open up 5 years in the future in the state of Maine. We're sort of like we come in on a cabin in the woods on a picturesque pond. Picture Pond, actually, is the name of this location. And along the side of this pond, like this massive lake pond, are a number of cabins. And two cabins in particular are owned by a very particular person. They are owned, in fact, by the family of your friend, Duhad. And you have all been brought here because 5 years in the future, we're a relatively well-known group of YouTube peoples, and we've been invited to a small local con to do a table, session of Let's Read or Let's Roleplay, and to celebrate that, I brought you all in, and we're meeting at this cabin.
We're finally finishing living the dream.
Yeah, living this dream is in its final chapters.
Soundspeed was murdered sadly by Nero at last convention because of how long it's been taken.
Yeah.
Sure.
He was sadly killed right after announcing that he was going to stop reading Living the Dream.
After he said he was going to stop doing horse content.
Yeah. But so, as I said, we open up, so you guys had just gone over and picked up Zombie from the airport. Oh, okay. It's you guys going to the Rolls Org thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what room?
I think Zombie posted it.
Sounds like someone's dragging something over their microphone.
That is most likely Meyer.
It's quite right. So you guys, you've picked up Zombie from the airport, and you're on. And by the way, I am right now using everyone's username. Anyone who's okay with me using their first name, I will do that. Otherwise, just imagine that whenever I say Meyer, Zombie, Belial, whatever, that in universe, people aren't saying that; they're saying the actual first name.
We know it's spooky.
Yeah. Just because protection of identity and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you guys have driven down. You picked up Zombie from the airport, and you're coming over. It's kind of out of the way. This is in. Will you stop playing the guitar, please?
I'm trying to play spooky music.
It's working, but it's slightly difficult for me to speak while that's also going on.
Doesn't come
Okay.
very well.
Yeah.
True.
Well.
Yeah, anyway,
Fair enough. It's kind of hard to listen anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, point is, you guys are driving in. It's about 2 hours north of the major city of Portland and into the...
Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Maine.
Oh,
and you're in the original Portland, the good Portland.
Oh, gross.
So, shut up. So, yeah, but the convention's taking place in Rockport, which is not too far from Rockland, which is not too far from
Mod's favorite cities.
Yeah, this cabin. And so when once you've picked up Zombie, you meet me halfway, and I guide you guys all over to this cabin where we're gonna be staying for the week of the convention. And over the last bit of time, there's been some alarming news, and Zombie, you specifically are kind of feeling nervous. You're not super comfortable because basically after buying your tickets to the U.S. And kind of setting everything up to actually come and visit, right after that a big news story broke that this new drug has been spreading across the U.S. like a wildfire. It's a hallucinogenic that supposedly makes people feel super connected, man. But this drug has it's not it's not led to anything super crazy, the whole the bath salts thing where people were reportedly biting each other's faces off. But the fact that this is this massive sudden crime wave and everyone is now being really careful about scanning people for airport security and their checkpoints as you travel across the states. I will fucking kill you, Nero.
Wait, so what do you mean by connected? What specifically does this drug do?
Well, you don't roll me. Roll me just intelligence doubled.
But I have some advantage being within the confines of that because in the future, supposedly, I would have
Yeah.
a
Oh
Science
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
science.
You can add any levels of like any criminal skills you have to this roll.
Well, he'd have a science skill for
Okay, I got
running
a-
forensics, right?
I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
a 12.
Okay, so basically,
And
like
since I'm in the music industry, I've probably been offered this drug before.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, in that case, yeah, you rolled a 12, so you probably have like some experience with this. You probably haven't taken it, but okay. So
Wait, so
I'm not like
what
other-
role is it? It's just
intelligence
okay.
doubled, and if you have any criminology or like law enforcement skills, you can
I
use
have a
that.
9.
Okay, so basically,
10.
everyone who rolled a 9 or better, except for Nero, who's going to have
Actually-
like slightly different knowledge about this.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'm like a 6 because I rolled
Okay,
a 1.
you don't pick up on this, which is a shame because you would actually have some knowledge of what like is
Yeah.
genuinely going on with this drug, as opposed to everyone else who just kind of heard rumors. But what those of you who have just kind of heard about this know?
Holy crap.
Woo! Time Knights.
Oh right, Time Knight.
I rolled a natural.
Time Knight's taken this drug.
Oh man.
Time
No,
Knight
he has not.
deals this drug.
Time Knight lives off this drug.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
Time Knight literally built his house.
No,
out of
like
this
listen,
drug.
even if at this point in time you've actually been doing drugs, you haven't touched this stuff yet. It can be for various reasons, but you just haven't actually imbibed this stuff yet. And what's going on is that like what you know about this drug is, again, for everyone except for Nero, you know that it is red in color, that it is highly, highly illegal. Like authorities are cracking down super hard on it, and that users of it kind of just like go over all weird and like they almost like end up sleepwalking around. Usually they remain confined, like, you know, people who use it, especially people who use it regularly, lock themselves in like a room or something and then, you know, jump up on it. But people who aren't safe or people who are trying it for the first time without really understanding a lot about it, but non-violent zombies, like they take it and then they just sort of wander around. And like there have been several accidents, like people walking onto the road and getting hit by cars. And you know, the people who have been, you know, who've taken this, who have been like the rumors about the people who've taken this say like, you know, like it's this crazy feeling of feeling connected to like everyone else around them. You know, like it really feels like they're at one with other people. And Nero, you know from experience that like a lot of musicians and like music types, like this is starting to become really popular there because the whole idea of like connecting with other people on that level has been like super popular with people, like creative people who like are just like in love with the idea of like literally feeding off each other's like creative energies.
Yeah. I probably know it because same thing except with actors and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, with your role, yeah. So you picked up on this stuff as well, and you both might have actually seen this. And one thing you've noticed about this drug that's really odd is that it's kind of like almost like a sludge. Like it's not a powder. It's not liquid. It's not like black tar heroin or anything. Like it's not like anything you've ever seen before. It's like this red, thick, slightly goopy sludge, which is absorbed through the skin. Like, and you actually use a relatively large amount of it. Like you don't just put a tab of LSD under your tongue. Like you take you put your hand in it and rub it on your skin a little bit, and then just like boom.
Well done.
But yeah,
Damn, I wish I rolled better.
yeah. So it's weird shit. Yeah, and the police might actually know more about it than they're letting on, but for the time being, it's kind of worrying. It's kind of worrying that this is happening right when Zombie is visiting, and so that probably weighs heavy on your mind. But it's, you know, like, it's fine. You guys are heading up to have fun on this week, and you know, you've met up with your friend, you know, Duhad, and as you all reach the cabin in the woods, you see that there's actually a car already parked in the driveway, like a truck parked out in the driveway.
Huh.
and the front door is open. And you can see in the back of the truck
or of the house?
Both of the truck and in the house. Like the house door is open, and the back of the truck is like opened up, and you can actually see a pair of burlap sacks in the back of the truck.
Duhad, were you expecting anyone?
No. What? There's other people who live around here, but I don't think any of them would be going into the house. This is weird.
This is gonna end
Maybe
up
we
like
should call the
Indonesia.
police.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea.
I will decide to make the call.
Yeah.
This is gonna end up just like Turkey, isn't it?
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
you call up like like the local police department, and like on the line you hear like, "Hello, report," like Camden Police Department.
Yes, hello. There seems to be a invasion of a home.
Just
Oh,
break-in.
Well, yeah, a break-in. I would probably
Yeah,
use
it's
better
a
terms.
break-in?
It seems to be a break-in. Yes.
Okay, where is this happening?
Give the address.
Yeah. Okay, please remain calm. Are you in the house?
No, we are all outside. Me and my friends.
Okay, I want you to move away from the house. Keep nice and clear of it. Is there anything suspicious about it? Do you think that like the people inside are armed?
I cannot be certain about how armed they are, but there are burlap sacks in the back of this trunk.
The dispatcher doesn't seem overly concerned, but they take some notes and they're like, okay, patrol car's on its way.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and around this time, the rest of you see coming out of the house, there's like this dude, like a big dude, wearing like a white medical mask and like blue rubber gloves, and he goes over and he pulls one of the sacks out of the thing. He as he does so, I'm assuming you guys, everyone's kind of pulled back a little bit out of sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks around, like he looks suspicious around, but he doesn't seem to see you guys, and so he just kind of like picks up the sack and carries it back inside.
I pick up the phone and I describe the man from that I just saw.
Okay. Yeah, they seem more concerned about like the mask and everything, but they're still just like, okay, remain calm, stay where you are, don't get involved, try and move further away, honestly. Like, don't be close enough where you can see them because that could potentially put you in danger. And then, wait for the cops to arrive.
Alright.
Right.
So I will say we should just slowly get out of here.
I would like to move closer to the truck
Okay.
and try and have a look inside through the window or something into the truck.
Yeah.
I
Roll me a
just
stealth
go,
test.
why am I not surprised?
Roll me stealth real quick.
Nero! No. It was hair.
It's rolling.
Surprise visit from hair. He just painted the inside of the walls. That's why he has a surgical mask. Makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So you're not being like, you kind of make more noise than you were hoping to as you like crawl over the thing. Like you step on a twig and like you're kind of like you're not doing great, but like you actually manage to get to the other thing. And just as like someone comes out, like another person, a second person comes out dressed very similar to the first to collect the last bag. They don't seem to notice you, and you're able to like duck behind the car.
All right, pull out your Australian gun and shoot him.
I will quickly report saying that there is another man dressed similarly.
Yeah, the dispatcher's like, okay, stay back. Don't, like, be that close.
Hey. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Okay, like, I was like you're clearly, like, way too close to a dangerous situation. Like, this isn't good. Like, please remain, like, further back. Like, it's better for us if they escape than if you get hurt.
True.
Yeah. True.
Zombie, what are you doing, though? You've got up close.
I would like to look in the window of the car and see if I can see anything in the car.
Yeah, inside the car, there's actually there isn't like too much like that's too suspicious. There's like a GPS. There's like a couple of bags of fast food that have been crumpled up and tossed into the well of the passenger side. More notably and much more frequently, there's a rifle, like a hunting shotgun, like propped in the thing. You're not sure whether or not it's loaded, and it's not like military issue, and it's not been like sawed off or anything. Like it's just a straight from a hunting store, normal shotgun. But it's like it's a big fucking gun. And given the fact they're breaking and entering, it's probably not for deer.
Well, this is nothing too peculiar for America. I imagine. But I'm going to. I want to test the door to see if it's unlocked.
It's not locked. You can get in relatively easily.
Okay, I'd just like to take the gun out.
Okay.
But not.
Oh no, zombie.
So you open the door and there's a beeping sound as you open it. Not like a loud emergency sound, but just sort of like the engine thing goes like beep. Like, hey, there's a door open.
Light is on.
Yeah, the light goes on and stuff. You can grab the shotgun though.
I grab it, and then I duck down to see if anyone is coming.
Yeah, you actually notice that someone opens the door very quickly, and steps out and looks outside, and really quickly notices that the door is open, and they look freaked. You can see their eyes widen, and their hand goes down to their belt, and you see them pull out this hunting knife, this big Bowie knife.
Oh god.
It's David Bowie.
And he's like,
I climb under the car.
okay, climb under the car. Roll me stealth. Plus dexterity.
You're such an idiot, zombie.
Again,
This is
What I would have done in real life. So
again,
if I die,
that is why I say I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because I'm not surprised.
Oh boy,
Zombie.
don't be a hero zombie.
Don't be a hero zombie, be a massive pussy.
don't be a hero. 3.
Oh.
Which is a 1. It's a 1.
Okay, so as you lay on your belly and crawl under the car, the person who came out hears the sound of gravel crunching under you, and quickly runs around the side of the car, and is like, "Hey, who's there?"
What was that noise?
Yeah, and he drops on his hands and knees, and he's now staring directly at you with a big fucking knife in his hand.
Well, I have a shotgun, so.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no.
Hi there.
Okay, at this moment, everyone roll me a quick initiative.
Oh, good.
Initiative.
Zombie Camp is the one who would most likely have the least ability to use guns.
Okay.
Okay, initiative.
2.
Okay, 2.
4.
4.
7.
Okay, what is initiative again? I'm sorry.
D10 plus dex plus fast reaction.
Okay, so
D10.
Horrendous. Both me and Winter rolled 1s.
D10 plus Dex.
Plus fast reaction time if you have it, which
yeah.
Okay.
probably is unlikely.
No, probably don't. Yeah, don't. Okay, D10.
Zombie, what did you get?
Okay.
5. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay.
Okay, I got 7.
Okay, so Nero and Night. So luckily for you guys, bad rolls were something of a theme of this situation. So the first person to act is actually Duhad, who, like, when you guys got out of the car and started, like, kind of watching this, you actually noticed that they'd, like, gone into the car and pulled out this big, ugly, kind of, like, slightly rusted crowbar.
Oh, God.
And as, like, this dude walks around, like, ducks down, seems to have found zombie, dude just, like, bursts into a run, like, awkwardly brandishing this thing and shouting. And, like, immediately catches the attention of the dude, and as well as the dude coming out of the thing, who seems to be holding a pistol.
Oh, no!
Next on the list is Nero and Time Knight.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
Okay. So the first thing, of course, that passes through my mind is, oh man, I'm gonna die, and the only thing people are going to remember me for is my cover of the Nutshack theme.
It's your one. It's your one.
It's my one
go
chart.
on.
That's
Go on.
my one charting single. All right. So is there some form of stick I can whack?
Oh yeah,
people?
you're like in the woods. Like, there are sticks, there are rocks, there are all sorts of things.
Okay. I would like to, would a, stick classify as, like, a pole arm in this case?
Yeah, you can find a stick that's, like, weighted enough that you could,
hefty
like,
stick.
it would be at a -2 because it would be considered an improvised weapon as opposed to, like, a proper pole arm, but you could use your pole arm skill if you had a pole arm for, like, skill. Otherwise, it's just like a cudgel.
Just take out your bow and arrow that you always keep.
I would actually like to use it because I have 3 in a pole arm skill.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
great, yeah. So, actually, no, you don't take a skill penalty, but you'll do less damage than a normal pole arm.
Okay. So, I would like to grab this, and I would like to hit the man that is currently staring down Zombie Cam.
Okay, so you won't reach him this turn, but you basically break out of the clear, like into the clearing where the cabin is. And what's your speed?
6.
6? Okay, so you're basically keeping pace with Duhad. Like, the two of you are basically running, like, almost side by side, you know, me with a crowbar, you with a big stick. And, like, you know, like, I'm assuming because of initiative, you are very slightly behind me, so you are a slightly smaller target. Like, you are
Gordon
less
Freeman
obvious
and the
target.
Caveman.
Exactly. Time Knight, what are you going to do?
I shall be performing my best impression of the Joestar secret technique.
Oh, God. Okay, so
Smokey!
Time Knight, like, leaps to his feet and fucking books it down the road in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
You also need to yell, "Run away, Smokey!"
How about not? He doesn't have JoJo knowledge.
God.
But I
don't.
think he has that much.
Okay, so you're making good timing your escape. Zombie, your turn. You're under the truck. The dude with the knife has actually looked away from you now. He seems distracted.
Shoot him in
I
the
was
fucking
gonna say,
face.
would it be fair to say that I didn't actually manage to get under the car and that I just hit my head because
Sure.
of how poorly I rolled?
Yeah, that's totally fair. So you're on the ground. He's like over top of you with this knife. He isn't like brandishing it in a murderous way, but like, you know, he's got this big fucking knife over you, and he suddenly spins around and sees like these people like you see your buddies charging to your aid.
What you got?
I scramble to my feet, and I don't drop the shotgun because that's not good for them. I rest it against the car,
Okay.
and then I put my hands up and I say, "Whoa, everyone, calm down. We're all adults here. We're all
And
at
that's
least
exactly why we should fight.
20."
Group of 20-somethings.
Yeah,
Maybe
21 for me.
30-something.
The rest are holding.
And
Yeah.
23.
him
31.
into a 28-year-old just running the opposite direction.
Smokey!
Anyway, so yeah, like you jump up and shout that the guy with the knife actually like turns around and looks at you, and like he actually like his knife hand kind of drops a little bit, like he genuinely doesn't seem like he wants to stab anyone at this moment, and he looks more afraid and confused than like murderous and angry. Next on the line is Belil.
You see, I wouldn't, like... I'm not a person that would go out for combat.
I thought you were
But it
just
would-
about to say I'm not a person.
That too. But...
Yeah, keep in mind that, like, basically, like, something that you probably saw that Duhad and maybe even Nero didn't was the person with the gun. Like, they came out after Duhad started charging.
Oh.
So, like, that's kind of a new element.
I don't know what to do.
You can totally hold your action.
Okay, I will.
Okay, so you can perform any action you want all the way till the end of the turn after everyone else's
I
initiative.
will pull out my guns that all Americans have. And, no, no.
I shall pull out my
Okay.
katana.
And Winter?
For my katana collection.
I shall pull out
I
my
will-
penis.
I'll creep up to the edge of the car that is like closer. I assume the front of the car.
It's like the car is in the middle of like the clearing for the cabin. Like you'd have to go out into the open or take a very long route around to hit it from the other side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly creep to the edge of the car.
Okay, roll stealth.
Closer. Yeah.
What's
Okay,
next?
so completely fail a roll. Okay, D10 plus 1 minus 2. 4. Yeah, I knew it.
Okay.
Actually, that could be used to my advantage. So,
Okay, so what are you doing
Yes.
exactly?
I'm just going to try to peek out and
Okay.
try to assess the situation even more.
Try to take
Fair
a
enough,
peek.
fair enough. So as you're creeping out, like, and sneaking around, the guy with the knife, you know, like he's kind of heard zombie. He's turned around. He's seen the people charging at him, and at this point he just sort of like he sees the shotgun put to the side. And at this point he just sort of like holds out his hands, and is like, oh, okay, hold on, like, don't hit me. But meanwhile, his friend with the gun, either because he's made of sterner strata, or because he hasn't quite picked up on what's going on the other side of the car, raises his pistol and takes a shot.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Killing zombie cam
No, it's
instantly.
more of killing me.
Let's see who they're going to shoot.
Killing me.
It's so ironic. The guy
Okay.
who works with figuring out who shot people gets shot and killed.
Wow, how ironic. that he did
And
that.
isn't it ironic? Okay, hold on.
All of my luminol in my car. Oh
My
no.
grandfather
You
had
guys
all
know how that
kinds
works.
and
What else to do?
Okay, here we go. Range, weapons, bullets.
I always used to cry when I laughed. Then I was raped by a clown.
Good lord. Okay, so
What is your life?
while alright, terribly sorry for like the slight break in
Quickly,
combat
Winter,
while I
use
was
Love
listening.
Train.
Okay, here we are.
Quickly, Nero, play Wonderwall.
It will play Love Train, Nero. That's the only way.
I don't know about that one, but
Love Train by the OJs.
But I can play Love Shack.
Ugh.
Yeah. By
Anyway.
52.
Anyway, sorry about this. Just having to find the stupid chart with all the bullet damage. Fear tests are going to super be important. But I want...
Quick, someone else make a reference that'll cause Duhad to instantly kill them instead of Winter.
No.
No. I'm not doing
I
this.
was about to make a reference. And then I
Actually,
realized that's
since
really
you're so
shit.
far away, it'll be a much harder shot for them.
Well, He could always just fall over.
I just trip, break my neck.
I have the damage table.
Oh, you do? Oh, thank God. Well, right. Fucking goddamn it! There's like the whole thing. Oh, here it is. I'm now on it. I forgot to open up the ZM. I even have my ZM sheet, my actual physical Zombie Master sheet, right here next to me. I'm so stupid. All of it was there, but okay, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, this is like a not a particularly large gun, but they kind of like just pick it up, point it, and shoot it. And luckily, the bullet kind of goes astray. But it still clips. It actually clips Duhad. Like it didn't hit Winter yet. Yeah, lucky you. So and again, it's actually a surprisingly light hit. So, like as they're charging for
a bullet,
like the bullet like slices across their shoulder. Like it's basically a miss, but it clips them in the shoulder and takes off a chunk of flesh. And there's like a small spray of blood just falls to the ground. Yeah, and there's a resounding crack. Like this is not a silenced gun at all. All of you make me a fear test.
I have nerves of steel.
Everyone except for Nero make me a fear test.
That's Constitution.
That's willpower plus. That is a straight willpower.
Believe it or not, I am actually incredibly hardened towards real violence too.
Okay, hold on. Well, willpower plus.
Okay, don't do that.
Willpower plus.
Yeah.
I'm going up to the fear test table right now. Half a second.
D10 plus willpower.
Yeah.
Just do that.
It's very straightforward. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay,
might
yeah,
not even make
yeah.
it to the fucking drug. I'm gonna just die before.
Let's pass a difficult willpower test. So just straight willpower. And,
wow, that just was. Hold on. No, I did that wrong.
You rolled a 10 plus 2.
Okay. Okay, that was my bad.
It's alright, it's alright.
Join hands. No.
Okay. Okay, failed that one. Yeah. That was a 1.
Okay, so what's your willpower in total?
Mine is 2.
Okay, so you get flight. The victim runs away screaming for 1 turn. So
well, okay. You're already doing that.
Yeah, so basically since you're already running, you hear the gunshot and you just like yelp and run faster.
So we all roll fear test?
Yeah, all of you roll me the fear test, like the willpower test, and if you fail, I'm going to roll on the fear table for you.
As long as what he yells is smoking.
Can I act like it? No, I'm act like I'm not phased. Jesus. Well, that is if I am phased.
Yeah.
I guess I could fake. 9.
Fake. Oh.
9. Okay, so you succeed.
Just barely.
Yeah. Zombie.
Nerves of steel.
Okay, you're fine. Winter.
10.
10? You're fine. And oh dear. Okay. Yeah, Duhad, basically, I'm like, oh my god, I just got fucking shot. And so, like, as the bullet, like, scrapes across her, and, like, I kind of, like, fall to the ground, like, I just sort of, like, sit up and hold my shoulder, and just sitting there, like, totally nonplussed. Like, what? Like, why am I bleeding? What was that? My ears are ringing. What's going on? So yeah, and at this moment you actually start hearing the sounds of the sirens, and like mostly Taima, you hear the sirens coming, and everyone else is very faintly hearing them. Top of the order. I'm obviously paralyzed, so
you're on TK.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, that guy who was originally going like staring down zombie cam is
he's holding out. He's not dropped his weapon, but he's still like he's holding out his hands and is like, shit, don't like I don't want to fight. Hold on. And when actually, when the shot happens, he's gonna roll fear test as well because. Oh. Oh my. So, when the gunshot goes off, he jumps almost a foot in the air, dropping his knife, and lets out this horrified, like, scream of, like, what the fuck? And then, like slams sideways, like, trying to get, like, he tries to, like, instinctively leap away from you guys, and rams himself into the side of the van so hard that he actually leaves like a smear of blood where his head hit the side of the car, and he crumples to the ground.
God.
Okay.
So, I was originally going to tell him, if that's the case, then tell your buddy over there to stand down, but I guess that's not exactly in the question anymore.
Yeah, he's fucking down to the count.
Okay. Can I grab the shotgun and try to shoot the guy at the door?
Okay. Do you have any gun skills? Like,
I
will
do not
block
have.
you from taking the shotgun.
Fuck you.
he goes first in initiative, so he'll have a chance to grab before you have a chance to react. But Nir, what are you trying to do? Sorry, do you have any gun skills at all?
Hold on, let me see if I can. Damn. I don't have any gun skills, and I can't intimidate the guy with it either.
That's right. Well, you can always try, but okay. So you grab the shotgun as far as you like.
Actually, it might be a good idea because I have 5 willpower.
Okay, you can go for it if you want to.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to intimidate the guy at the door.
All right. So you step around the side, like brandishing the shotgun, and first. Actually, yeah, first roll me a willpower plus intimidation. -2 if you don't have intimidation.
Okay, so that's...
And, okay, like modifiers are in your favor here. So okay, so you got 10 in total?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, he's like basically he sees you with the gun and like his face goes white. What do you say to try and intimidate him?
Put the gun down.
So yeah, he like his hands go out slowly and he like lowers the gun hand down to the ground as he gets to his knees and like kind of tosses it away, and then puts his hands on the back of his head and lays on the ground.
Good boy. The police are going to be here any second. You're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So as
Hell, I probably have a set of handcuffs on me.
So since everyone you're fighting is incapacitated in some way, first time that you like the police stops you as you're running, and after calming you down enough to like figure out what's going on, he gets you to go into the back of the car. And then
I honestly imagine that situation like Rick trying to calm down Morty when they accidentally killed themselves.
Yeah, basically, it's almost exactly that. Because you failed.
I just imagine Time Knight as Morty.
Yeah, but like, keep in mind that part of the reason you were running there was not just out of self-preservation. Like you failed a fear test and got flight. So basically, what happened was like you weren't just running away; you were in like a blind panic, and the cop had to actually like physically restrain you from running in order to get you to like calm down enough to actually tell him what was going on. And you lose 2 essence points because of the fright.
You lose 2 intelligence because of the fright.
No. Like 2 essence points would recover every hour. But yeah, so
I don't even know if I even have that.
It's okay if you don't have it. It's fine. I'm not going to like. Oh, we'll count as 2 endurance points. You did do endurance, right?
Is that?
I posted it in chat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Essence is just the total of all of your attribute points.
Yeah. So
okay,
it's a really easy one.
So we'd all have 14.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, except for those with artistic talent.
Except for those with the artistic talent thing, yes.
Oh.
They get a bonus. But anyway, so yeah, you get calmed down in the back of the car. Is there and like the cop arrives? Like, what are you guys doing with the dude on the ground?
I have put him in my own handcuffs.
All right.
And I have moved both guns quite a ways away from both of them.
Okay. And are you holding them when the
in-
cop arrives?
No.
Okay,
No.
Good.
I put my handcuffs and then I backed
Who's in a
off.
more serious situation, Duhad or the guy who
The guy who's on the
suffered
ground.
serious head
Yeah,
trauma?
the guy.
Yeah, like...
I am applying medical aid to the guy's head.
Alright, roll for it.
Because fuck you, Duhad.
Yeah, at this point, Duhad is just, like, still on the ground, like, kind of just sitting there, like... I'm completely shell-shocked, basically. Like, you know in Saving Private Ryan, there's, like, the dude... There's, like, the scene where the guy's just kind of, like, sitting there, and, like, he's almost deaf, and everything is just going on around him. He's just kind of standing there as the bullets whiz around him. That's me at this moment.
That's quite scary.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
Okay, so yeah, you basically it looks like he suffered like a genuine like a mini heart attack, and while the head trauma is not great, like he gashed his head open on like a bit of metal. It isn't like he like gave himself brain damage, but he looks to be just in this like a state of total shock. Like basically he's where I am right now, but worse, like significantly worse.
Yeah.
But you are able to patch it up enough that like you're pretty sure he will get better. Like he's going to need time and probably therapy, but like he's probably going to recover.
That's good.
Yeah. And the other guy is not difficult. And when the cop arrives, yeah, they get out and they quickly like cuff the person who isn't, like comatose, and kind of listen to the
My
rest of
cuffs are already on them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've cuffed him up, and he like asks you like, what's going on here?
There was a break-in. I was the one to call the police. Shows the phone that still has the dispatcher is on dial with, and then things happened. Our pal there, Duhad, got shot. That person knocked themselves out, and then my friend Nero there, got the other guy to throw away his gun.
Hi, you may know me from my chart-topping single.
Yeah, he's like, no,
just like that like 100 decibel bleep.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's just like, sorry, I don't really listen to pop music. I prefer the classics like One Republic and
Oh god.
Maroon 5. You know, like the stuff from back when I was in college.
I'm hoping you mean like 2002 Maroon 5.
No, but like, he looks at the rest of you. He's like, is there anything else here? Like, who's the property owner?
The person who's sitting there who got shot.
The person with lead in their shoulder.
Oh Jesus! He examines the wound. He's like, okay, it's just a scratch, but we'll call we can probably I can probably just drive him to the hospital. There's no need to call an ambulance.
The other person may need an ambulance, though.
Yeah, he looks at the other person like, okay, never mind. I'm gonna call an ambulance.
The other person may need a fucking morgue.
Listen, I'm gonna need the rest of you to join me down at the station to fill out a report.
Fair enough. I have filled out way too many forms already.
Yeah, it's like, I apologize. I'm sure this is not, how you all want to. He looks at, like, the cabin, like, spend your vacation. But, this is what we have to do.
Of course. I know all the procedures.
Like, as they called the hospitals, did anyone check inside?
I think I would like to take a peek inside real quick, actually.
Okay. Bleo, what are you doing at this time, by the way?
I don't know. Probably scared shitless.
Yeah, fair enough.
Kind of sitting there smoking weed and just going,
No, I don't do drugs.
These trees.
Often.
Probably sitting by the cars that we arrived in.
Yeah. So, they, you guys kind of check inside and, you notice there's a bunch of, these burlap sacks all laid out. and the police officer goes in, gets a pair of rubber gloves, and opens up one of them. Doesn't he kind of finds a way to open it up, and as he does so, he steps back. It's oh my god! And the people who are inside the cabin see this. The bags, the burlaks have.
Wait, there are people inside.
Nero's inside. And,
that's what you mean. Sorry, I thought you were talking about other people.
Yeah, no.
What? No.
No, so for the people who were inside, Nero and Winter, you said you were inside?
No.
Okay.
I'm
just Nero.
Outside.
Okay, so just Nero then, in the zombie?
I go inside.
Zombie, okay. Nero and Zombie, you see that inside the burlap sacks, which there are a lot of, there is a plastic bag filled with this this drug. Which I forgot the name I originally gave it. I'm just gonna call it Crimson Haze. But yeah, it's full to bursting with Crimson Haze.
And if only you'd called it Silver Haze.
Shut up. But this, it's absolutely full of it, and he checks one other bag and is like, Jesus Christ. And he looks at you guys you have no idea who the people out there are.
I'm kind of glad I don't.
Right. Okay. We really need to have a word with you down at the station. This is big. This is really big.
I believe it.
Yeah. And
I also believe in a thing called love, but that definitely does not apply here.
It really doesn't. And about 10 minutes later, the ambulance arrives, and both Duhad and the comatose, drug runner are put into it as the other guys put into the police car, and the officer basically says, "Listen, I'm gonna I'm taking down all of your information. Please, join me out at the station.
Yes, but first one question. There was another friend who was running in that direction and hasn't seemed to come back yet.
Oh, him? He kind of points at the cars yeah, he's there with me.
Alright, just wanted to be sure for his safety.
Just kind of breathing heavy, just kind of sitting down.
Just kind of breathing, as is kind of, it would be concerning if you weren't.
Yeah, I'm breathing, I'm kind of heavy breathing, just
heavy breathing.
Just trying to not look at the situation. I'm just not really
in the situation.
Yeah, I'm just really caught up in it right now.
Yeah. So do you guys all go down to the police station as ordered?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one have a serious problem with that.
No problem.
No.
A bit upset that my holiday has been interrupted by this.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Fine.
You and me both, sister.
Okay, so you guys all are taken down to the station, and when you reach there, you actually see there's a lot of people in there right now. It is surprisingly crowded, and a number of the people who are in there appear to be high as hell on Crimson Haze. It looks like they rounded up some people who are indulging in the drug, and you actually notice a lot of the people who are being processed are also wearing these the gloves and the mask, and some of the people who are clearly jumped up on the drug are wearing the mask but not the gloves, or vice versa.
Mm.
And when the officer comes in, he's we got another two, and the homeowners.
Well, we're not the homeowners. The only homeowner is the one in the hospital.
Right. Well, you're gonna have a chance to go and see them in a minute. We just need to go over this paperwork. It's most of the time we don't actually. It seems that most of the people we've been picking up, there've been a bunch of break-ins reported. Mostly the same situation as what's going on with you guys, but you're one of the few who we actually managed to find people who were homeowners that were there at the time. Most of the time, it was, like nearby neighbors reporting noises, or people wandering in, clearly hopped up on the drug. They seem to have been hitting some, like a bunch of summer homes.
Likely to target people who weren't home, so they could, He just starts rambling off into space.
Yeah, this is like a local small town, gay cop. So when you start going off, shut up. So once you start going off on this thing, the cop is just like, okay, yeah, sure, probably what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm Texas Forensics.
Oh, yeah. Well,
that's literally his name.
No, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, and as you're kind of going there, you actually notice that all of you roll me a little perception check real fast. Perception notice.
Ooh, 10.
2
9.
plus
I think I win.
2 plus.
No, Nero, you lose.
15.
But it's not Tuesday, Patrick.
11.
11? Okay.
Shoot, I'm wrong.
Okay, so Belial, you definitely pick up on this.
15.
You definitely pick up on this.
Whoops, I forgot the thing. Okay, here we go.
I definitely do, because I got upwards of 17.
Okay, so basically everyone picks up on this except for possibly Zombie. Okay, Zombie doesn't pick up on this, and Time Knight?
I got an 8.
You do not pick up on this.
Okay.
The rest of you do, this isn't a big thing either. This isn't a big, shocking, thing that you're seeing. All of the, it's almost like you don't even really so much as notice this as much as you notice a pattern, which is that all the people who are who are on the drug, while it's normal for them to kind of be spaced out, and kind of occasionally just mumble random things, they are almost kind of swaying slightly and looking kind of hazed out, but really similarly, really identically. And when they mumble things, they all seem to be one person will mumble something, and the people directly next to them mumble the same thing, and then outwards through all the people in the station who are high.
Are these people okay? They seem to be very, very
not okay.
Yeah, the cop just snorts and it's they're they're a bunch of druggies. Of course they're not okay.
But hold on, I know, I have seen firsthand what this drug does to people, and it doesn't give them this strange mob mentality, even if they think that it does.
The cop looks over them and
it's never this organized.
Yeah, the cop looks over, and at first he's just sort of whatever, but as you point out, what you're seeing, and he kind of squints a little bit, he's like, hey, that is weird. What's going on? That's really odd. It's that's just weird as shit. And he goes over and examines one of the people, but they're so non-responsive when they're in this intense blitzed out mindset that he's not really able to get any sort of reaction by just waving in front of their faces or talking to them. And eventually he just gives up and goes back to you, shaking his head. It's I don't know, that's weird as shit, but I guess it's just one of those things.
I think maybe it's best to keep a closer eye on this group.
And to not be in the same room.
Yeah, well, as soon as we're done processing them, we'll get them into cells. Listen, he kind of taps a pen on a piece of paper. We got the testimonials from all of you. We'll be in touch if anything comes up, but frankly, with everything going on right now, I don't think we're going we really need to hold you for anything else, and we have enough on our plates that we probably won't be getting in touch with you again for a couple of days.
I don't think you have the room to hold us if you even wanted to.
Yeah, it's just listen, just don't leave the state. if you leave the state, there like we'll have to subpoena you and like bring you back in because you are now involved in a, unfortunately, you're now involved in a rather nasty little bit of business. We'll clear it up as quickly as possible, and I'm sure that none of it's going to be too necessary, but we might need to call you in as a witness.
We'll be here for the entire week for sure. We will do our best to stay as long as we are needed.
All right.
I have enough money to stay around here for like the rest of my life if I wanted to, which I don't. But I'll stay around long enough for this to all play out.
So, all right, go see how your friend's doing.
I give the police officer my contact details back in Australia, just in case he
Okay, no, fair enough.
contact me after I've returned home.
Yeah.
No, that's totally fair. He does write that down. Like, he looks a little, disheartened by the fact that, like, you clearly are a foreign national, and he's like, yeah. Like, you can kind of, like, or, like, at least, Winter picks up on the fact that while, like, they probably want to make sure you guys remain in the country, like, in the state as long as you can, he's well aware of the fact that if you are an Australian, like, there's no way they can actually hold you just to appear as a witness for, like, an extended period of time because, like, they're not going to be able to hold, like, they can't actually keep you in this country.
There are laws against that, yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, good. Go check, go check on your friend.
To the forensics mobile!
On the way out of the police
Please
station, I sort
never say that again.
pick up my camera that I have hung around my neck, and I take photos and videos of the people that are acting strangely.
Okay.
I take one look at him and I go, so that's why they named you Cameron.
No.
Yeah.
But Tish. So we're gonna take a little 5-minute break here because I need to grab some water.
Yeah.
But reconvene in like 5 minutes.
Alright.
All right.